Hi, it's Jackie Crane of Little York Plantation. And I'll talk a little bit more today about the history of Little York Plantation, actually how I grew up, how I got to Central New York, and the surprise I had when I got here. I actually grew up in a small town called Emporia, Virginia. It's right on the North Carolina line, so it's about as far down in Virginia as you can get. And my mom and dad owned a Southern States franchise, which is very much like the Agways of old. And the crops there were tobacco, soybeans, peanuts, and then the animals were chickens and pigs. So my dad was the kind of store owner that at night he would go out and help the farmers with whatever they needed to do for the night. Maybe it was debug chickens, maybe it was harvest peanuts, whatever it was. And I was always right behind him. He was my idol. He just taught me so much about life. My senior year of high school, our class went to New York City. And I was determined that that is where I would end up. I loved the city. I loved all the hustle and bustle and everything about it. But first, of course, my parents said, you must go to school, you must get a good education. So the University of Georgia in Athens, Georgia seemed just right. And there is where I met Dick Crane. Dick, of course, was a farm boy from Cincinnatus, and I had known lots of farm boys growing up, but there was something very special about Dick. We married and moved to Homer, New York, and Dick took his dream job of being a teacher in the Homer Central School District. And we both loved Homer and the small town and all the things that were offered there. But the one thing was, here I was in New York, and this was not the New York that I thought I was coming to. I thought I was coming to the hustle and bustle of New York City, and here I was in this almost idyllic little town in the center of New York State, and not quite what I've expected. So now what? Well, tomorrow I'll talk about a little bit about getting a job, how I was so horrible at that job, and moving back to the South. See you then. Thanks.